Right, this is sort of a confirmation, really, but yeah, gold 9. How has that happened? Well, in between all of this, when I've had a chance, I've grabbed just a couple of quick ranked games on actual, the original, I suppose you could call it. Well, my original, not the original Cruel Tech deck, but the beginning, basically. So we're right now at 86 and 40 with a streak of 4, but. So it just highlights. I mean, I could get some odds. I don't know. It really is. Maybe I'm insecure about it, but clearly we can get to Mithril. We're at gold 9 and 42 RP, so it's definitely possible. If we really wanted, like, if that's all we wanted to do was just grind, we could just take this. I already think this is a Mithril deck right now. I think this is Mithril level. We can definitely get into Mithril with this, no problem whatsoever. But instead we're focusing and trying to take it slower so that we can understand the game more and sort of. I think it will make a difference eventually. I think eventually I will appreciate doing this. Right now it is sort of hard to sort of look at Mithril and look at the ladder and think, well, if I took this deck, how high could I go? Problem is that I could go however high, but then I wouldn't know how to transition into anything else. I wouldn't know why it had worked. There's an expansion coming. When the expansion comes, am I even, like, am I even going to be able to evaluate the cards? I can't, like, in the long term, I can't afford to be locked into just playing YG without at least understanding what is good about YG, so that when the expansion comes, when the meta changes, and when new cards are introduced, or there's a patch and cards change, I can actually understand whether my win conditions change, whether my deck changes, what it actually means. So, yeah, accidentally. So these matches they're just quick matches before or after work. I mean, sort of, especially these two, sort of, just because it's after work. I've been at work all night. I'm tired. I've already done my casual thing with that deck that I was not enjoying. Enchant Eater plus SOS. I still don't like it. We'll try it in ranked. I'll have to try it in ranked, just because the whole point of this whole thing is just to understand what's working, why it's working, and even if it feels awkward to me, maybe it's not supposed to feel awkward and I'm in the wrong. Like, sometimes there's mana left over, or it feels janky, but maybe the value is there, and I just need to appreciate, well, I'm not going to have a smooth turn, but actually overall, looking at sort of perspective of the match, it's good. It's good. It feels weird on the turn, and I don't like it, but actually I need to look at the big picture, and it's maybe good. Whatever, but whatever it is, I need to sort of crack this code right here. So I don't know what on earth. I don't know why this ended up 7-3. But something about this is working. It might just be that it's very similar to, I mean, it's basically my YG deck with small changes. And my YG deck, is an 86 and 40 deck. And most of that is me not playing as well. I think over time I've gotten better. So, yeah, right now we're at gold 9, 42. We could push. These matches are not me at my best. These are me tired. I guess this video is just like a morale booster for me. Like, oh my god, I'm so amazing. Could get into Mithril if I wanted. Yeah, I guess a placeholder. This deck though, definitely, is so clearly good enough to get into Mithril. I just need to be able to break it down for myself instead of just taking what Cruel Tech plays and then maybe making a few minor changes and not even understanding why those changes work or don't work, or why this deck is better or worse than the original Cruel Tech deck. And I need to understand these things on a fundamental level. It's taking so long, like, it's just starting to eat at me a bit. I don't even want Mithril. I want to go higher than Mithril. That's the thing. I definitely think we can get to Mithril. That's not a question. I mean, I could already be in Mithril, and I'm at 170 hours. So, if we worked hard enough with the deck, I mean, Cruel Tech's deck is demonstrably a champion deck. He plays it in champion. It's a champion deck. It's my skill level that's not, you know, not good enough. But also, of course, I wish I'd like to make it my own, or I'd at least like to eventually be able to fully understand the process that ended up with him reaching this, like this exact 40 cards over other things, because there are just questions in here, and it took me, I mean, what were we, like 4 or 5 hours of footage of this in before eventually I met Near, and after the entire time going Scourge of Serpents, not that great. Eventually had to go Scourge of Serpents. I don't have to like it, but it's necessary. We're gonna see red orange a lot. You know, I don't have to like it, but I can understand the value now. But it took a long time, and I'm hoping that eventually with Enchant Eater it's the same thing, where I can see it and I can go, right, well, I don't have to like it. It can feel clunky as long as I realise that it's supposed to feel that way, or at least I know how to play it. I don't have to like it, but I should at least understand why it's valuable. Right now I don't. I'm just hoping, similar to Scourge of Serpents, eventually we meet a matchup and we go, right, well, I can understand why this has to be in here. It's vital tech against certain decks. But, you know, against enchantments, we're doing okay. We're like 50-50 for enchantments. That's one of our tougher matches, is enchantment decks. So, we shall see. Yeah, but, you know, I just, instead of just understanding how the deck works, I need to understand just everything, like intrinsically, you know what I mean? Like the whole point of all of this is just to be by the end of it, I should be a better deck builder and a better tuner and a better player, because I'll have a better understanding of just the fundamentals of the game and why certain things work and why certain things don't. And eventually, when I really try other things, not just a splash here and there, but I actually just try creating my own decks completely originally, that should help. But it sucks, you know, sort of just grabbing like 1 or 2 games here or there in ranked. That sort of sucks. So 1 or 2 crappy games. I wasn't expecting much. I was just trying to fill my missions. I had play human players so I could get the new emote, which I guess I've got now. Mind blown and deal with it. Sort of cover most situations though. What's the emote I got? Not these. Yes. Just yes. Oh, I guess we can try it. I don't know. That doesn't seem that great to me. It seems pretty rubbish. Okay. I don't like using deal with it anyway, just because it's sort of BME. But at the same time, you know, sometimes people have got to deal with it. How high can we get? We shall see. We're on a streak of 4, which isn't amazing, but it's not, you know. We're doing okay, and I think it's guaranteed we'll get into Mithril, and it's really a question of how much time before April the 1st. What's the date today? I can't remember what the date is today. It's the 6th. It's the 6th of March, so we've got a month. I've got a month to go up 1 ranking point and go into Mithril, which, you know, achievable. Maybe I should find out what this guy's playing. Streak of 7. I should probably start doing that as well. It's just if I see big streaks, I should be jumping on their last few matches and seeing exactly what they're playing. And then, if nothing else, I can just net deck it, kind of like with Niers, where I just took it and, you know, just decided to net deck it. Actually, we better write this, don't we? Just put near there. Yeah, do that with loads of do that with decks. Anytime that someone gets like really hot and is just destroying the ladder, we need to jump on it, find out what they're playing, find out if it's just that they're playing decks that are good against them or not. Whoa, that's not. Let's let that for now. And move this back. There. Because I edited it, modified it. Yeah, that's it. That's basically, this video is pretty selfish, to be honest. I mean, this whole video series is selfish. It's about me. It's to me, about me. It's talking out loud so I can hear my thought processes later. And I can sort of see the evolution of this deck, which I think is awesome. And I'm hoping that eventually, you know, there are stories told. Like, this is the start of the myth that will be the cruel TK deck. Just everyone's going to be like, oh, well, that's the meta now. or that's when the strongest decks, you know. Maybe it will be a YG, maybe it won't be, but it'll be my specific version, and eventually it will evolve and get stronger, and I'll get better and better and better, and it'll work. It'll work. So we'll see. Mission's done. I really should. I definitely have to sleep this time for work.